Hello, this is Deanna Burley, and this is my usability survey reflection assignment for 5318. So for this survey, I just went ahead and I went over like what's your current role? Were you able to navigate the course? Just asking simple questions to figure out how I can help my viewers and my learners in the Google Classroom. Was the content easily viewable or accessible? Were the instructions clear and concise? And did you experience any difficulty? I also wanted to add another question, and I will later on, which is what was your experience like in the LMS, in the Google Classroom, and have my learners do like a short answer over that just to really get a good feel for their experience inside of the LMS. So the people who I had to conduct this usability test, I used this on my peers in this course. Shout out to Cassandra, Misma, Desiree, and Gari for helping me out with this. I also asked one of my coworkers to help me. She's a fellow teacher, and she kind of looked over it just to assist me with some of the questions, as well as looking at my Google Classroom to make sure that everything aligned. I think that my platform, I use Google Classroom, had a great impact on the testing and results because I sent out my Google Classroom to my classmates beforehand, and I had them look over it, and they gave me some feedback, and I made those necessary changes in order for my professor to understand where I was coming from, but also to allow for my viewers and my learners who will actually be utilizing this to really get a good feel for the LMS and to really understand. I want the information to be clear and concise so that way people aren't like looking everywhere and confused on the information. What were some lessons that I learned from this testing feedback? So I got some feedback, and for the most part, I didn't really learn any lessons in this portion of it. I mostly learned it in the previous assignment where I did the Google Classroom, because I did send out the Google Classroom first to make sure that I was hitting all the points that needed to be hit for my viewers and my learners. Um, and so this was the easy part, and the people who did do my survey, they said that the content was easily viewable, that the course was easily navigatable, um, that the instructions were clear and concise, and they did not experience any difficulty in the Google Classroom. So I thought that that was a really good deal, that it was clear, and I had all my links set up in certain pages so that way people could get to where they needed to be effectively and efficiently. Um, in my design, let me go to my Google Classroom so that way you can see. I just made it clear. I put a start here and a syllabus for my learners, and my syllabus has a bunch of links. The start here also has the link to the syllabus here, so that way you could easily get to it just in case you didn't want to go through and click through every single assignment. I try to make it as effective as possible for my learners. Just from the feedback that I got from my peers, I also put up call to action, discussions, meeting links. I just really tried to make it very accessible for my learners and usable, so that way they didn't get confused, because you can get very confused and lost online, even though it's all there right in front of you. It's just not as tangible as paper, and if you're not focused, it's easy to get lost. So I try to make it as accessible as possible. I think this process has improved my course as well as my learner's experience because like I said, I gave my feedback to my peers. I had other people look at it as opposed to just me looking at it and turning it in for the assignment. And getting that feedback really did help because I made those necessary changes, and it made it very easy for me to do this usability survey, and very easy for my viewers to look through my site and access the information effectively. Because being that this is for educators who will be implementing this plan in their classroom, we don't have much time for the extra information outside of, our teaching resources and the things that we're going to be doing in our classroom or in PLCs. So to add another layer of professional development can be strenuous and stressful sometimes. And so I try to really make this as concise and clear as possible for my viewers and my learners to gather the information that they need and take what they need from it and leave the rest. And if they need to come back for the rest, it's there to access because I made it so easily accessible. Um, And that is pretty much it. I want to thank you all for helping me. Again, shout out to my EDLD group, my ADL group, Cassandra, Misma, Desiree, and Gari. Y'all were a great big help. And shout out to all the other people who helped to support me in this endeavor. Um, Hopefully when I do implement this plan, it all comes into fruition the way that it should, because I've, done the handiwork already and I've started the footwork for it. And so it should go off without a hitch, but things happen. And so that's really what this program has helped me to understand, that things do happen and how to reflect and how to navigate to make sure that in the future, if those things do happen, what can I do to kind of curtail and navigate with ease without the extra frustration. So again, thank you, and I hope that you enjoy this. Have a good one.